Well, it's week 3 of the LCS with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Xmithie from Immortals. Uh, Xmithie, what the hell happened? I think is my first question, because rumors abounded. People were like saying that you didn't show up in the proper form for practice,
Oh my
and
god, my favorite one was like I came home or I came to practice severely drunk.
yes,
That
that
was
is a
my favorite
rumor
one.
I heard, and I was not going to list it that way, but that was definitely one that was going around all over the place.
I wanted to hear that because that was pretty funny.
So, okay, I'm glad that you can debunk that, or at least you're saying that's not the case. So what did actually happen? Because people, I think, had our time understanding why you would end up playing in the academy.
hmm Well, I think the decision happened like I guess 3 weeks to a month before academy or not academy like summer split, and we've been practicing like maybe a month and a half before summer. So we have like 2 weeks of practice. Coaching staff said we're gonna mix up teams and see from there pretty much. So like we like did a lot of like roster shuffles, and the coaching staff thought that that roster was the best, showing like just like showing like scrim results and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean I think there's nothing else other than that.
Okay, well that's very unexciting. I
Yeah.
thought this was going to be much more salacious. No, so what was your reaction, right? Because you were on you were on a team that had like back-to-back finals for
hmm
years, and then you go to Immortals, the team does not do well, and then
hmm
you end up in Academy. So what was that experience like for you? I know you're a pretty chill dude, so I don't know if you were just shrugging it off or if this was actually something really, unbelievable to you.
Well, I think I definitely was like baffled or like just surprised, like they decided on that roster at the start. Um, they gave me the reasons, like other reasons, why it could be that, and I agreed to it because like um, I guess it's always just like up to the coaching staff, like final voting thing, and I said what I had to say, and if they think that's the best one, then so be it. Then I'll just work hard on what I have.
Yeah. Well, either way, you're back now. Did
Mhm.
this roster, the one that you are now on now, which is the Academy roster, though featuring 3 players from the former LCS team, did this roster have
Oh
a
my god.
great deal of desire to win this game and basically show like, hey, we're supposed to, like, we are the better roster. You were playing the wrong players.
I think it's more like I think it's just having like a good showing at the start, since it was actually a last minute decision for us to play in LCS. Like I think Wednesday. That was like the day before our
Academy.
academy games. Yeah. So like we were like, all right, I guess we'll play academy games and then LCS games. So yeah, I think we practiced enough to like we actually didn't play against LC haven't played against an LCS team since forever. Like since like I got brought down to academy. So we've only been scrimming academy this week, last week, 2 weeks before that. So it was kind of our team was kind of second guessing it like before Wednesday. We were kind of second guessing of like trying to go to LCS or not if we're ready. But at the end, it's always like if we don't win this week, then like it's just better, like much more practice with my team, except for like if we don't go, you know.
Yeah. Can you tell me what is actually, because people I think knew Bison and Zabutin as like the two faces of Immortals management. So who's making the decisions over there now? Like who's telling you, hey, you guys are actually going to start? Because presumably the decision to start you guys was one made after those 2 individuals were dismissed.
After dismissed, we have like Michael Schwartz. Like he was actually our coach before in CLG. I don't know how long that was, like 2015, 2016 maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's in charge now, and he's charging of like pretty much. I think there's one more person. Sorry, I forgot. But
I mean, do you
yeah.
who is there like an official coach?
Oh, now we have like our academy coach stepping in, and our previous strategy coach stepping in also as like the head coach, strategy coach at the same time. It's a go to. Um, he was like our positional coach at the start of summer split, and like upgraded to strategic coach. And yeah, I haven't really talked to him, or like how it was involved with him, since like he was in the main team. And I think next week, I think we're gonna be much more in depth with him.
So I mean, how confident are you that you will continue to participate in the LCS beyond this weekend?
Well, seeing as like we got our first win out of like the summer split, I'm hoping that we can still play for next week. Um, yeah, I think especially against C9 tomorrow, it's gonna be like a big game for us. Um, Depends on that is like our not really motivations, like our inspiration, or like to keep playing better as a team. Because I really like how the cohesion with my team right now is, because everyone's pretty open about it. Everyone's really open on like what their mistakes are and like what we can do better. So it's pretty nice.
Hopefully, you don't take this question as an insult, but do you have any chance of beating C9 tomorrow? I mean, they seem unstoppable, and like you guys are coming. This is the first time you've played against an LCS team. You said in a very long time, so I feel like it's gonna be rough.
Well, from experience, actually, like playing against academy team when you're an LCS team, there's actually a lot more like question mark, like missing like strategy that like LCS teams don't get, because like actually academy teams are much more aggressive, because I don't know if there's like less on the line, or like if they're just much more loose. But yeah, I think academy teams that we've played against before, like we've lost some games just because like we didn't expect that to happen, or like that was so dumb that like I didn't think that would happen, or like that he would do that type
Yeah.
of thing. So like we're gonna be like the the question mark for tomorrow for
Okay.
C9.
So you think you might do such weird shit that they won't know how
Yeah,
to deal
yeah,
with it?
definitely. Like you don't know if we're gonna play like I'm not gonna say actually, because they probably don't watch it.
A good decision.
Yeah.
All right. So presumably you're back in action. Things are good.
Mhm.
Um, how are you doing with all this? Like, did you get depressed being outside of LCS, or were you just like, it's just a matter of time until I'm back?
Well, I've read a lot, like some comments, like you're saying, like when we lost, um, people were saying like, "Oh, I bet Xmithie is laughing his ass off right now, like watching his team." But it was actually like the opposite for me. Like I was pretty angry that like the team was losing, and like we weren't really performing well, because like my main goal for every year is always to go to Worlds, and like us losing just makes it hard, like much harder for me to like get that goal. So like that's just been like my mindset for like this whole time, and just trying to work my ass off and like to make this team better, pretty
Yeah.
much.
All right. Well, I think we've dealt with all the big topics. But I'm very curious. What is around you in your room? So there's like a stack of something, or like a book or something
What?
next to you.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, these are my remote for my TV.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it was sitting next to. What's the thing next to it?
And this one is my face mask. It's a
Oh, okay.
potato. It's a potato face mask,
Okay.
and a coenzyme. I don't know what that is. And these are like for like your pores. My friend
Okay.
told me to not use this, because it actually makes your pores bigger, so it will
Okay.
look like a crater, like
Okay.
in your nose. So like I haven't done it yet, so I just put it here, just like thinking about it.
How long have those been sitting there?
Like 4 days.
4 days. Okay, not that long. I didn't know if they
We're
just
saying
been
like
sitting.
this is McChicken burgers. Like this is like yesterday. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then what's on the other side of your table or your
Oh,
desk?
what do you mean?
I mean, there's like a mug over there or something.
Wait, what mug?
What is the white thing on the no on up top? What is the white thing up top?
Where?
Oh, you've pushed it out of the way.
Yeah, wait, there's nothing. That was just my cup. I actually make I that cup is my taro cup.
Okay,
So I bought taro powder and just like making my own boba. Well, not boba, like milk tea, I guess.
sure. And then you're not the type of person who makes his bed when he gets up in the morning.
You know, I was practicing for like draft. Like I wake up, like oh I gotta practice for draft. It's also yesterday. I always make my bed every day, every like 24/7. Like yeah, like
This must be so embarrassing for you then, because like,
No, I know. Like I was so busy that I forgot. Like the first thing I do is make my bed, and then of all the days important, like they see it, you know. So
well, I'm very curious because some people are superstitious. You
oh
won today and you didn't make your bed. Do you feel like this is
oh
going to prevent you
yeah.
from making your bed in the
That's
future?
my mindset too. So like like after this now, I just shouldn't make my bed
Yeah.
like every day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that routine off, and yeah, thanks, Travis. Actually, that was a pretty good insight.
Is there anything you want to say to any of the league fans that are happy you're back?
Well, it's been pretty heartwarming that people are saying like welcome back and stuff, and I also want to thank the people who were even supporting me when I was still in academy, and like everyone was saying that we still support you, whatever team you may be. My parents, like they always support me and message me like saying like good job or nice try or you suck or just be better, and then yeah, like it's always pretty nice seeing that you have people that support you.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much, Xmithie, for the interview. It's good to have you back. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Hello. I didn't really have a great idea for what to do for this outro when I hit record just now, and I was hoping that in the moments after hitting record, I would come up with something, and that maybe by stalling, by talking about this situation I was in, it would give me time to come up with something. But it didn't. So please go check out Alienware. They sponsor us. Alienware.com/Travis. Travis 10 off Q2. There's a link in the video description. And maybe with your support, I can come up with an actual idea on what to do for these outros.